What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pixel Pulse, a video game podcast where we keep our finger on the pulse of everything gaming. This is episode 28. My name is Justin Muslaney, and with me today, always, Kyle Olson. Kyle, buddy, how are you doing?
Well, considering that the workday is over, much better.
Yeah, you were there kind of late today, weren't you?
Yeah. Well,
Late in the
late
promotion, I
and
should say.
early. Yeah, for anyone watching today, it's probably not as late as you would expect, but yeah, it's just been a lot of work. I work in software product management, and there's always so much to do. We're like launching two big features back to back, so it kind of all just falls to me to make sure that the pieces are in order. And boss, if you're watching this, yes, it does all fall to me.
And Kyle's boss, if you're watching this, he says nothing but good things about you. He loves you.
Oh, thank you. I'll pay you later.
Under the table cash, I'll take. Thanks.
Yep, yeah, we'll just slip it under there. But no, it's been good, dude. I took Friday off of work
Oh.
because it was Pioneer Day.
Oh
A
yeah,
holiday
Utah's
out
little
here.
holiday.
It's Utah's little holiday. It's actually a pretty big holiday that they do out here. But also, Halo came out, and I was like, you know what? Like, it's technically a holiday for my state, and Halo's coming out. Why not? And I had so much fun. I played the crap out of the thing. I got the early release because I was like, I have to. And it was
Mm.
so much fun. It feels weird playing it on PlayStation, though.
I
Like,
bet.
it feels like I'm committing some sort of carnal sin.
Like I shouldn't. Yeah, like you're like. It just feels. Yeah, it's when you see those like PlayStation like button prompts, you're like, I'm in some
Like,
sort of like fifth dimension.
holding the controller in my hands, like just I'm like, should I like draw the shades right now? Like, is this
Yeah.
okay? It is okay. It's very okay. It's great.
It's very very okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Oh
was it
man.
was it was a lot of fun. I beat it. I beat the prequel missions, like the pre-campaign stuff, and those feel like
Mm.
Halo 2. I think they did a really good job with the vibe of the pre-campaign missions, and yeah, flying the Covenant ship through space, a lot of fun. It was cool. Really enjoyed it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, no. So you'd say worth the money?
I would say worth the money. And there's actually, like, if you pay attention to Instagram and some of the different marketing campaigns that Halo is doing and like streamers are doing, there's a lot of different free armor reskins that you can unlock. So, like on Halo's
Oh,
Instagram
okay.
accounts, they're putting out free skins that you can unlock by going to it's like halowaypoint.com/redeem. You just enter in that little code that they put there, and you'll get new skins, which normally wouldn't be a thing because you can't really see your character, but you get third person view in this game if you find the skull for it.
Right.
So now you can see your character, which is kind of
That's
neat.
cool to me. I would. Everyone's kind of dunking on it. I mean, I get it, but I mean, it's just a cool feature. I mean, you don't have to. Like, I want to play through it, in first person, the way it was meant to be played, and then I do
Yeah,
want to get that skull, and then I do want to maybe do a playthrough in third person. I think that would be just be kind of just kind of unique. I mean,
it is. That's what I'm
you
working on
know.
right now.
Oh yeah.
It's yeah, it feels a little bit weird at first, but then you realize like, oh, I mean, this actually works really well. Like especially for
Mm.
like jumping up on stuff and trying to explore and like being aware of your surroundings, it helps out tremendously. There's also, speaking of
Oh yeah.
surroundings, there's also an FOV slider, and it starts pretty low, so like your FOV is pretty narrow for both third and first person. But in first person, I moved it up to like 100 or 110, something like that. So it opens up your view so you can see better without it being
Mm.
distorted. Because if you go too
Right.
high, it gives it like the fisheye. And I mean, it plays and feels so great. Third person's great. There's all kinds of skulls. There's like a remix version of it too, where it just throws like random stuff into the game. So the playthrough is different, like new weapon locations and like enemies that aren't split. Like you might run into the flood in one of the missions where they're not actually supposed to be there. And yeah, It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that. It like remixes the levels or something like that.
Yeah.
Those new weapons at you, or not new weapons, but weapons that aren't supposed to maybe be there. So you can
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So like imagine getting through like the flood, which is I forget what the name of that mission is, but like
the
getting through
library.
that. Yeah, the library.
I hate that level.
Imagine getting through that though without having access to the shotgun. Like it remixes it and you don't get the shotgun in there.
Oh yeah, that would be.
That would suck because the shotgun is very helpful.
Yeah, yeah. I hope they. I don't know, like rework. That was the only part of the game I dreaded whenever I played through that campaign. I hated the library just because it was kind of confusing, hard to navigate through. Then you got the flood always coming at you.
They did fix it. So yeah,
Good.
they reworked the level design a little bit from what I read. It had been so long since I played the first game, so I couldn't really remember what it was like. But I read that they reworked the level design so it flows better. You still have the flood coming at you like nobody's business, and you'll feel that rush of like, they're gonna get me. But the level design's really good. It's much improved.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
10 out of 10 experience for me. It was
Ooh.
so great.
Did you play alone or with a buddy, or how'd you
All
play?
by myself.
All by yourself.
All by myself. Nobody else that I talked to decided to spring for the early access.
Yeah, I was debating it. I was just like, I don't think I want to pay $20 to get it early. I don't know. I was really struggling with it, but yeah, I don't know.
I did early access because I was like, yeah, this is going to be cool, and it was totally worth it for me. The only issue I had, which I think they're working on, is in some of the scenes, like on the higher levels, I was trying to play through on not legendary, but just one level below. It turns out I suck, so I had to drop
heroic,
the
I think it
difficult.
is.
Yeah, heroic. I had to drop the difficulty level because I kept getting owned in later levels, but there were so many enemies on screen that I was getting some frame rate drops.
Yeah,
A little
I
bit.
heard they dropped like a lot more enemies in some areas in some of these levels. They put way more
Dude.
enemies there than what was there
Dude.
before.
Yeah, it was like a lot of enemies. I mean, it was like hallways, just like a sea of enemies, especially towards the end when you're like in Covenant ships and stuff.
Yeah.
It was there were so many enemies on screen. I was just like, well, I'm dead, and I was. Yeah.
Well, I hear if you beat it in Legendary, you get a special little cutscene, which has already been spoiled for me thanks to the internet.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I'll probably have to go look it up because there's no way I'm beating that on Legendary without help.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get it here, so I plan on playing through it. So maybe we can tackle it in Legendary.
We
It's
should try.
it's got 4-player co-op now too.
Yeah, it's got that. It needs it. There's missions where you like traverse the map driving the warthog, and the AI, the computer, does not drive the warthog, so you have to drive it, and the computer shoots. And the computer does a fine job of shooting, but sometimes not so much. And so I kick him out of the seat, and I will stop the warthog and shoot, and then get back in. But how nice would it be to have a trusted companion and podcast
Competent,
co-host?
hopefully.
Yeah, competent
Hopefully.
person back there in the gunner seat, just wasting the Covenant.
And just getting your back for you, you know?
Yes,
Like, see this, see this, see this? I've got yours.
just like riding right on top of it.
So cool, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it and having a good time. It's awesome.
So much fun.
Yeah, yeah, man. Oh, awesome. I'm going a little retro with my game playing. I'm playing Grumman, A Monstrous Adventure. Came out on the PSP. I want to say like 2005, 2006 ish, 2006, I think.
Yeah,
It's an action RPG. Really cute. I mean, it's pretty simple. You get like a drill that you can upgrade and other items. It's pretty much level based. You go from like mission to mission, like rescuing these your like monster friends, and it's cool. I like it. I'm having a good time with it. I recently discovered It's called Retro Achievements, and it's retroachievements.org. By the way, anybody here who emulates, you should definitely do this. If you like achievements/trophies, go to retroachievements.org. Make your account. Then you can sign into you can sign into it when you play in like RetroArch or any of these emulated games. You sign in, and you can start earning achievements for all these retro games like PS2, Xbox era or lower. You can get all these achievements, and it makes it, I don't know, it breathes new life into these games. So I've been really, really enjoying it. Not every game is supported, but I want to say most are.
What about Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, so it's definitely support. I would say that I'm not gonna do it for some of these games because like for instance FF8 remastered is on PlayStation 5 and it has trophies, so that I don't really. It's mostly for games.
True.
Yeah, I'm doing it for games that like haven't been like re-released on PlayStation and don't have trophy support.
Yeah.
So like FF8, it does have retro achievements, but if I can get them on PS5, which I do have FF8 remastered, I believe, so I should play that and get the trophies. But yeah, anyways, it's cool. It's a cool system. It tracks all your progress through all these games, and yeah, so that's kind of why I've been doing that, and just because I really really like old video games, so
Yeah.
I've been enjoying that. I was playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I think I touched on it last week when I did the podcast solo, but it is
a family
fun.
friendly podcast, my friend.
Yeah, right. um, it was fun. I didn't hold my attention enough to beat it, but I did get to like the second area, not level, but the area, like world, I guess you could say. And then I just returned it to the library, and that was that. So I probably won't get it again. It was fun, but it didn't grab me like I thought it might. So
you returned to the library, like you rented it from a
yeah,
library?
dude, video game like video stores still exist today, and they're called your public library. Go check out your public library. They probably have games for you to rent. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea. Wow.
Yes. Go to your library, Kyle. I'm telling you, go there and
Wow.
see if they. I would be shocked if they didn't have games that you could check out for like 7 days. For here, it's 7 days. It's a 7 day rental. If you
Okay.
bring it back on that seventh, like if you bring it back on that seventh day, and nobody has like requested it or requested to like, take it, you can just take it right there and then again for 7 more days.
Wow.
So
Doing
yeah, dude,
what
it's a really cool
Blockbuster
system.
should be doing.
right, I know.
Yeah. Dang.
All
All right.
but yeah,
Well, I had no idea.
yeah, go check it out, Kyle. I bet there's games for you to check out. So
Okay.
um,
Well, something else that I've been up to, not related to video games, but I figured this is a hot item, and I loved it so much. So I went to see the Odyssey in IMAX, not 70 millimeter IMAX, but I went to see it in like big screen IMAX, like the
Yeah.
normal stuff, because 70 millimeter IMAX only exists in like 40 theaters in the world, and there's not one in Utah where I'm at. But anyways, I went to see it, and it's like a 3 hour movie. I knew that going into it, and so I anticipated, sitting there feeling like a long movie. It did not feel long at all. It felt like an hour and a half. I could have sat there easily another hour and watched more. It was so freaking good.
that good, huh?
I don't have nightmares anymore. Like, nothing really scares me, but there are some scenes and some screams and moments that like haunt you a little bit in in a good way. Like, they've just done such a great job with that movie. It's so good. And so now that I've seen it, all the lore and all the stuff that I've been like looking up in my free time, it's all related to the Odyssey, like how they filmed these scenes, because they didn't use CGI for most of
Right.
it. Like,
Most of it's
they
practical.
they used practical filmmaking, and so I'm like, okay, well, how did they make Cyclops, or how do they do this? And it's just
Yeah.
been, so that's actually been eating up quite a bit of my time too, like my free time, is like learning about it because it's absolutely fascinating, the lengths that they went through to make it. So if you haven't seen it, I would go check it out.
Comes to your highest recommendation, huh?
It does. It's like if you like movies like Troy or Gladiator,
Which I do,
you know,
and I also do.
those kinds of movies. Honestly, it might be better.
Ooh, wow, high praise.
Yeah, it's really good. Like it doesn't have the same emotional grip that Gladiator has, you know, but like because Gladiator's got a very specific emotional grip of like his family is just massacred and you know he's on a mission to get back to them. But this one has a different grip, and it's a story that everybody knows. You know, being the Odyssey. Oh, just so good. It was. I couldn't believe it when the movie was over. You can sense it's ending, right? Because you know the story, you know what's going to happen, and so you kind of can feel that it's coming, and you're just like, it gets to the end, you're like, that's it, like, it's been 3 hours.
I mean, that was 3 hours. What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, sign of a good movie, man.
Yeah, it's not many movies can do that, right? Where you sit down for 3 hours and you are just absolutely engulfed. I mean, I spilled my popcorn. I was so into it. I like had no spatial awareness, and I reached for popcorn, dude. I just knocked it all over the seat in front of me. It was so embarrassing.
Who'd you watch it with? Then Jessica?
Yeah, so I took well, she took me rather because so we couldn't find IMAX. We couldn't find IMAX seats, and I was like, I have to see this in IMAX. Like, I can't go and see it in other seats. And so her sister has like movie passes. 'Cause you can get subscriptions to the theaters and stuff. So she has movie passes, and she was watching for some tickets to go on sale for us. And it turns out someone canceled their tickets like last minute. And so she texted us. She's like, "Hey, buy these seats right now." And we did. We got good seats. And yeah, we went and saw it on. I think it was on Friday. Sunday, Saturday, I can't remember. We saw it. It was a weekday, maybe.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know. Now my days are blurring together. We saw it the other day.
There was a day this week that we saw it.
There was, yeah, because now I can't remember. Maybe it was Sunday. It might have been on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Oh, so good. I'm gonna go see it again. And the thing is, so interestingly enough, they filmed it on IMAX, like that 70 millimeter. I didn't know much about it until I started doing research, but apparently 70 millimeter IMAX film, it's all analog, so it's not digitized, so it like doesn't have pixels. So it's like 17 times more clear than like your highest rated 4K movie. Like it's, I mean, like a guy was doing a comparison.
Oh,
like
wow.
if you have like a strip of film is like this big for a normal film, an IMAX one is like this. I mean, it's massive, and it's got unlimited contrast and color depth because if you see it in 70 millimeter, because it is on film that's all analog, there's no limitations to it other than the fact that it's like a strip of film. So anyway, it's just absolutely fascinating, and highly recommend going and seeing it.
I'm glad you explained all that to me because I had no idea what any of that meant. So I'm glad you kind of broke it down for us plebs, us normies.
I know it's crazy. Like I'm such a geek when it comes to this stuff, but it was a big reason why I liked Top Gun Maverick, which I'm pointing to my stuff right here, because they use practical effects and cinematography to film it in ways that make it look even more real, which is why this movie felt so real. I mean, they had people buried in the sand to come out of the sand. I mean, it was like,
Oh, really?
like hundreds of them. I mean, it just,
Oh, wow.
yeah, so worth it. So go watch it, guys, and then let us know in the comments what you think, or if Kyle is just a hype man.
Just yeah. Getting all hyped for nothing. No, I'm sure.
I know.
Everyone's
I'm getting excited
about how good it
talking
is.
about it.
No, it's got nothing but like rave, like reactions, reviews. So I'm sure it's great. So cool, man. Awesome. Well, what do you think? Should we get into some topics? Some gaming
we should.
topics, Kyle?
We should get into gaming. And funny, you know, we're Pixel Pulse, but we're talking about a movie that technically doesn't have pixels. because it was
I
on
mean,
film.
that is kind of, yeah. I guess that's a the irony is not does not fall on deaf ears here.
But
Yeah. Well, few things, Kyle. First, I want to talk about Xbox a little bit. Xbox did announce backwards compatibility for PC, and they announced the first 4 games that will be hitting it. So this has been rumored for a while. This comes way of PureXbox.com, and yeah, they announced that backwards compatibility for the for original Xbox games is officially coming to PC, starting with 4 titles that are rolling out immediately. Those 4 games are as follows: Blinks, the Time Sweeper, Conquer Live and Reloaded, Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge, and Fusion Frenzy. So Xbox says the first 4 games are part of a broader effort to preserve Xbox games from the past and bring them to PC over time. And they're adding new features, including up to 4x resolution upscaling, VSync support, anisotropic. I'm probably not saying that right. Anisotropic filtering. I'm gonna get butchered for that one. Enhanced anti-aliasing, and even the arrival of Xbox achievements. That's pretty cool. Arriving later this year. So, and what's cool here? There's some cool things about this. Now, if you already own any of these digitally, or have access through Xbox Game Pass, you'll be able to start playing them on PC as soon as they go live. And they're all getting both Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Cloud Gaming support. I'm not going to go through the system requirements because, I mean, these are old Xbox games. You probably can play them on your PC. So, while this first batch of 4 games is based around the original Xbox, it does sound like we might get some Xbox 360 titles in the future as well. I would hope so. As the announcement makes reference to classic Xbox games from the past rather than anything specific. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with, what games they start announcing. I will say, Kyle, these first 4 games that they have announced is a little underwhelming to me. I'm sorry. I'm not saying these games are bad by any means. I mean, they're not. But I don't know. I think they could have chosen 4 better games. That's my opinion.
You.
I mean, there's plenty of great.
Yeah, what was the thing? So you said, oh, what was the kind of game that you called it? It was classic games or something.
Yeah. So just original Xbox games. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so they're starting with OG.
focused around the original Xbox. Yeah, so classic Xbox games from the past. I mean, I don't know if I would consider these classics. Maybe Conquer. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, Blinks, that was okay, I guess. I mean, I guess it has a cult following, but I mean, and Fusion Frenzy was fun. Crimson Skies, I guess, was good too. I didn't really play it.
Honestly,
I don't know.
None of those games ring a bell for me except for Blinks and Conquer.
Conquer, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think these first 4 games. I think this lineup is a little underwhelming for their just the first showing. I would have been like, I don't know, maybe like Project Gotham Racing would have been cool. Brute Force would have been neat. But I don't know. I mean, it's cool though. I mean, it's cool that they're doing this. I think this is just a broader attempt to merge console and PC because the Helix is going to be, I think, mostly PC. So I think they're just trying to offload their base onto PC as much as they can by the time Helix comes out. You know, this is just their way of doing that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I would like to see, I mean, gosh, I don't know. It would have been cool to see like Lost Odyssey. I mean, I know that's Xbox 360, but hopefully that's coming. Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, stuff like that. I mean,
there's a comment here that it's so funny, and I don't know if it's because I'm delirious from a long day, but it says, "Pretty cool except one thing. You couldn't pay me to play Blinks the Time Sweeper. I read that. I was just like,
Yeah. Um,
yeah. And
it's
someone
cool.
else
I might.
said this feels like an inside joke. But
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
like to be fair, they're doing it. Like Sony is not having the best of days right now with getting rid of their disk drive, and Xbox is kind of doing stuff that it seems like their users are wanting, even if it's not the games that they necessarily want. So at least they're taking baby steps in the right direction.
That's what I mean. This is a solid start. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I mean, I am intrigued to see what else they bring. You know what I mean in the coming weeks, months. Um, and are these available right? Oh yeah, it says today we're introducing. So I think they are available like right as of right now.
there you
Yeah,
go, guys.
rolling out.
Go download them.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna do that on my Ally since I have the Xbox Ally. I might download maybe Conquer. Maybe I think I'm looking at Conquer and Crimson Skies because I do like a good arcadey, like plane slash jet games.
Yeah,
So I'll probably do that. Yeah, no, this is cool. I mean, it's a good start. Like I said, I think this is Xbox trying to kind of bring their fan base closer to PC. So that you can get on PC and then you can have all your Xbox backlog. You know what I mean? So
yep.
got the cat behind me.
What's funny is earlier when I was waiting for you to jump on because I joined when you're like off getting water or something. Your
Yeah.
cat comes up to the camera and is like looking at me.
Oh really?
So yeah, I started meowing and stuff, and the cat's like, "What?
It's like I
What?
heard. What is that?
Yeah, what is that? Is this
What
human
is that?
meowing at me?" It was pretty funny. Your cat's got quite the personality.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a good girl. So yeah, we'll be keeping our eye on that. Wow, I can't talk. On that, pretty exciting for Xbox slash PC fans. So, yeah, and a little bit of Nintendo news. Well, not Nintendo news. I guess Miyamoto said something, but uh, yeah, it says people no longer choose game consoles based only on technical specs. Says Nintendo president Miyamoto. So, says here when buying a new game console, what matters most? If you had to choose between a Switch 2, Xbox Series X, or PS5, what would influence your decision? Uh, it says here whether it's exclusive games, portability, or something else. Miyamoto believes that people no longer choose consoles based solely on their technical specifications. In an interview with Famitsu, Miyamoto shared his thoughts on how Nintendo has approached hardware over the years. I mean, yeah, you can definitely see this with Nintendo's approach. I would say after the GameCube, because GameCube they did compete, graphically. But I would say since the Wii, they just kind of wanted like I don't know more innovative ways to play. So they even put an example here. And the original Switch was not as powerful as the PS4 or Xbox One, but it introduced a new way to play and has become one of the best-selling consoles of all time. Because yeah, you could you could play it just as a console TV, and then when if you had to go somewhere or travel or whatever, you just take it out of the dock, take it with you, keep your game going. You didn't have to stop it or whatever. You could just keep playing. That
Yeah,
was a pretty big novelty at the time. I remember that. I remember how cool that was. Um, so he says here, first of all, I was happy that the Switch lasted for 8 to 9 years. I think that customers are no longer just looking for specs. I think the ideal, it says ideal, but I think it means idea, is that if you buy the software, you can play it on the device you have at home. Smartphones are everywhere, aren't they? I think that's one ideal. I guess maybe he is saying ideal. But Nintendo has
yeah,
always been providing gameplay that only we can create, including the interface, he added. Compared to smartphones, it has the advantage of being able to respond quickly and having a high degree of freedom because it only requires one architecture and support for one piece of hardware. Um, Yeah, I would say I'm at the point now. I think graphics are fine where we're at. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. You know what I mean? Like Halo, the Halo remake looks amazing. I mean, if graphics didn't get better than this, I think I'd be okay. I mean, games look amazing nowadays, and
yeah, they really
you
do.
know, it's that diminishing returns, right? Like it's just getting more and more prevalent as we, like the PS4 to PS5. It was a jump, but I mean, like it wasn't like mind blowing like it was from like PS1 to PS2 or even PS2 to PS3. Um, but yeah, PS3 to PS4, yeah, it was better, but it wasn't mind blowing. Same thing to PS4 to PS5. It was better, but I think the best thing to come out of the PS5 generation for me is the SSDs and the fast, the almost no loading. That was my
Yes.
favorite, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I would agree. The Red Dead Redemption and GTA loading screens and so many others. It was like you're loading for a minute by the time like you go microwave some hot pocket or something and come back and you're still loading the environment.
well, yeah, because like I remember like when gosh, yeah, starting like GTA when it was first loading, like loading you into the game was like I swear it was like a couple minutes, and you had to just wait there.
Yep. Yeah, it was a long time, and now
Ah,
these
dude.
SSDs they're so fast. So that's been my favorite thing. I think graphically the improvements graphically have come a long way as well. Like we've got
Yeah.
more ray tracing and
Yeah.
different kinds of like lighting that really help to set the tone. I will
Yeah.
say though, I don't know. He says like if you buy the software, you can play it on the device you have at home. Yeah, I agree to an extent, but like at some point that software has to not be made for that device that you have at home because it's old, like the PS4, right? Like so many, I feel like so many
Mm.
games were hamstrung technically by the PS4 because they just kept pushing the PS4 for so long. It was like, guys, just let the thing die. I come from a different generation though, you and I do, where in order to play the next hot game, you had to upgrade your console. You go to Blockbuster and you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to play the next Call of Duty or whatever, like you had to get a PS3 or whatever this system was. You had to get the new Xbox. Like it wasn't like, oh yeah, make it for my console. It was no, they made it for the new console because games would sell the consoles. You had to get onto
Yeah.
the environment or the ecosystem that has that game.
You had to kind of push. You had to kind of. I don't want to say force, but well, in a way, force. I was gonna say you had to kind of guide your base to the next console by
Yeah.
having What's my cat doing? Hey, hey, stop! Oh, she's hissing at me now.
Dude, your cat needs to
she's
make
like
an
she's like
appearance on the podcast more often.
she's like, don't touch me. Um, I'm gonna ask my wife to let her out of here.
That's so funny. Wow.
But yeah, I don't know.
But I mean,
Um,
other than that, like he's right. I don't really buy the console for the specs anymore. I buy it
yeah,
for the ecosystem, for the games that I want to play. And for me, I don't know the way that Sony's handling things. I'm starting to question whether Sony is going to be the place where I get my games.
hmm,
I mean, they have the titles and the rights to a lot of games that I like Spider Man. They've got now
God of War.
Wolverine. Yeah, God of War. So they've got a lot of games that I really like, but I don't know. It's getting tricky.
That's my no. I fully agree with you. I mean, I completely agree with you actually. Um, yeah, it would be too hard for me, I think, because I have invested so much time and energy into just the ecosystem itself. So like my trophy data means actually a lot to me. I mean, a lot. And I kind of my whole Colin mentioned this too. Colin Moriarty, he touched on it when he got his account boosted, and he said my whole he I mean I quote him. He says my whole life is tied into this account, these trophies, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, same like me, dude. I since 2007, the beginning of 2007, when I got my PS3.
yeah.
I mean, I have trophies dating back to, well, when they first introduced them back in 2008. I think it was Super Stardust HD was the first one to get trophies, and I have trophies in that game. Not the platinum, but I do have almost all the trophies in that game. So I don't know. It'll be tough for me to just leave PlayStation behind because I just have invested too much time and energy into my digital library there, my trophies, and yeah, stuff like like a lot of my favorite IP are PlayStation IP. Like I
Yeah.
can't. I just couldn't. Yeah, like God of War, Spider Man, Last of Us, the Ghost games, um,
Oh
Astrobot.
yeah, forget about those two.
Dude, I like Astro. I can't. I have to play the next
Astrobot,
Astrobot.
solid, yeah, solid platforming, lots of fun,
Yeah, but I get it because
mildly
Sony is.
infuriating.
Yeah, like, on those DLC levels, definitely
Dude,
infuriating.
like the master level at the end where you have to
Oh
run
yeah,
through everything. Oh,
I know.
goodness. And the timed
Yep.
levels too, making sure I beat all my friends.
Yeah, I know. I know. um, so yeah, but yeah, I see what like now because now what we're gonna be seeing is just they're gonna be tightening up on some features, right? Like the next consoles are gonna be, getting better at like path tracing, ray trace reflections, you know, um, frame rates, that sort of stuff. You're not. I don't think we're gonna start. We're not gonna really see like these giant leaps in actual graphical fidelity anymore. You know what I mean? It's gonna be more on these side features, like you'd
Maybe
mentioned.
we'll actually get 4K 60 FPS like what's advertised on the box of my
Right,
PS5.
exactly. That's what I think.
Or eight, I think it even says 8K on the
It
box,
does.
if I'm
They
not
they took that
mistaken.
off though. It's funny. They
Dude, I have
in
the
like
original
later.
box. That crap's still on there.
I know, but like in like later revisions, they took that off that 8K because they're like nobody.
Yeah,
Uh,
8K at what, like 1 FPS? I mean,
dude, like I think like 2 or 3 games support the 8K feature. By the way, it's like hardly any. So
yeah, and not enough support even 4K at 60 FPS. Like it's
right,
pretty minimal. Like native 4K, it's all upscaled. They put you
it's
at
all upscaled. Yeah,
1280 or
mostly.
1440. They didn't even have
Mm-hmm.
1440 support in the beginning. They had to add that in after the fact.
I know.
James Bond released. James Bond is a brand new game for like this day and age. I don't think it's on any of the old consoles, and it launched as
No,
like
it's not.
720p, 60 FPS, upscaled.
Yeah, upscaled.
So
Yeah,
maybe the next system will actually give us like 4K.
just give us a nice like, dude. I want a nice like CPU. Like, you don't have to go ham on the GPU. We already have a pretty good GPU. I feel like, I mean, yeah, give it a little bit of an upgrade, of course, not. But I mean, like, I want them to have like a really good CPU for these CPU bound games, like GTA. Because maybe we can play GTA 6 in 60 FPS maybe if they would focus on the CPU.
You know what they
But
need to do? So, do you remember the expansion bay in the Nintendo 64?
yeah, I do.
So they should do that. They should launch base PS6, and then in the future, instead of launching PS6 Pro, just let us plug a little red thing into it, expand the capabilities of it. Just like that.
Yeah,
I,
something.
I jokingly say that because mine still has the expansion pass or the expansion bay in there. My 64 back there.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just want them to give me 60 FPS. That's all I want.
give me the yeah, yeah. I don't know. Well, speaking of PS6, I guess this is a kind of a nice segue into that. But
Ooh.
PSN, there was an outage, Kyle, for several
Oh,
hours
jeez.
a few days ago.
That's I missed that outage actually, but
I did
I
too.
heard about
I did
it.
too.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on that day. I was just too busy. But yeah, they had an outage, several hours. I guess it wasn't even fully their fault. I heard it had something to do with Amazon and their servers. So, 'cause I think is because Sony uses their servers, right? Amazon servers.
I mean, everyone uses some sort of combination between
Right.
Amazon, Microsoft.
But yeah, so it doesn't even matter whose fault it is because at the end of the day, Sony's pushing for this all digital future. By 2028 they want to have this all digital ecosystem. Well, look what we are. Look what is in store for us.
Dude, the timing could not have been more perfect.
Oh, dude, I know. Right after announcing it, I mean, God, Kyle, imagine this because especially if your digital games, assuming they're just not gonna work, if you're offline, I hope that isn't the case. But I mean, can you imagine just not having access to any of your games if the system goes down? I should say the network goes down, and you can't play anything. I mean, they're not. I've said this before, Kyle. Sony is not ready for this. Their network is not ready for this. It's been proven time and time again with the security issues they've been having too. I mean,
Dude, even legally, like the laws are not ready for this. There's still battles going on forevermore in perpetuity around who owns the digital license. Like they tried the same
right.
crap with NFTs, right? Like remember NFTs came out, it was like, oh, you
Oh
own the
yeah.
digital license to this NFT thing. You like your little gorilla thing worth $10,000 to who? Like, what
To
stops you
this
of just
fake.
like making a copy of it? I mean,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. They no, the world is not going to be ready for this for a
No.
long, long time.
They they were too hasty with this. They needed one more generation to get it figured out. Okay, we need to go back to our. We need to overhaul our network completely. We need to rework a lot of things. We need to rework our EULA to where it reads that digital ownership will be a thing. I don't know but they needed one more generation with discs so they could get their infrastructure all figured out because it is clearly not ready. And a few days before, I guess Xbox went down, and then it went down after PSN went down. So I think the Xbox one was even worse. I think it was longer, and you couldn't even play. I guess it was even having trouble like playing your discs. So if you were all physical, guess what?
Mm.
It didn't matter. You couldn't play your
That's the
single
problem
player
is
game.
that these discs are the key. Like the disc is it's like a digital key, physical key, but it still has to operate digitally and tell their server to unlock the game for you.
Right.
So like your game, just because you have the disc on a lot of these games, there's either nothing on that disc or that disc has the data, but it also has a key that you have to submit online to their servers that says, "Hey, unlock this game for me so I can play it." And if their servers are down, then you're screwed. So
Yeah.
it still doesn't matter. Like just because you have physical media doesn't mean that that game is yours. Like you're still most likely renting that game. You just have a disc that has the sticker on it of their logo.
Yeah.
What is safe is stuff like I keep pointing back here to my shelf because it's just so fitting for today. But this thing right here, GoldenEye, doesn't matter if the apocalypse happens. Like that game will still work.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as there is still electricity, you can play it.
It's true. Yeah, I'm blowing that thing every day just to feel something.
Just to relive that.
I actually took it out the other day because I was dusting my shelf, and I grabbed my Nintendo, and I grabbed the cartridge out, and I was like, yeah, and put it
Did,
back in.
did you give it a little kiss? Just go and put it back in there.
No, I didn't because I don't want moisture on it. I just blew on it.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's funny
Put
you
my
bring up
lipstick on
discs.
first.
Yeah. Oh man. It's funny you talk about the disc thing because like Halo 5, the Halo Combat Evolved is getting a little bit of crap online. I guess the disc is pretty much a paperweight. It's
Yeah,
you have to.
they all are.
Well, yeah. There's exceptions, but yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, you need like an internet
They're
connection.
like, look, you want a disc? Here's a burner one. We just put a sticker on, right? Like from those packs, you used to buy like 100 pack
Yeah.
of CDs like this. Here you go.
But from what I was reading, like, the game isn't even on it. You put it in and it downloads. It just, sends
Of course it's not. Is anybody surprised by this?
Yeah.
I'm not. It's been like this forever. Like the only games, if you buy a game nowadays, the only games that actually have the data on them are the ones that come with multiple discs. And the reason for that is because you know that the disc can't hold that game on there. The games are too big now. They can't hold that game. So it has the game on it if it comes with several discs.
You're right.
But it still has the code on it to unlock it because you still have to use their stupid stuff to like their stupid hardware to or software to play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a double-edged sword. I think gamers are being a little bit ridiculous in putting up such a big fight when the fight probably should have happened a long time ago because the discs don't do anything. Like
it should have happened a long time ago. Yeah, they're too late now because gamers have already spoken. Digital far outpaces physical as far as sales go. It's I don't know.
Yeah, I mean my discs at this point, like the disc for me is less about the disc and more about like the cover, the steelbook, the collectible fun stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, anyways, moving on. Back to Xbox. This comes from mpfirst.com, and it says reportedly, Xbox is reportedly losing $150 on every Series X/S console sold. This doesn't really strike me as surprising, but according to Windows Central journalist and insider Jez Corden, Microsoft is currently losing around $150 for every Xbox Series console sold, even after the latest price increase. He says the main reason is the rise in memory costs, which have made gaming hardware much more expensive to produce. So, yeah, Corden explains that in 2026, the cost of electronic components has made consumer technology less affordable than ever. While the PC gaming market has been heavily affected, consoles have also been hit by the same problem. The situation is expected to become even more noticeable as the Switch 2 also prepares for a price increase in September, although Sony and Microsoft have been dealing with higher hardware costs for much longer. While discussing Project Helix, which is expected to be a part of Microsoft's next-generation console plans, Corden said that the so-called Rampocalypse has pushed Microsoft's hardware profit margins to extremely low levels. So, yeah, I'm not going to go into everything he said here, but this doesn't surprise me. I mean, the consoles have been increased like 3 times, from Xbox, and they're still losing $150 on every console sold. That's crazy, dude. And that's
good. I mean, it's bad that the market's doing it, but it's good that they understand this and they're taking a loss to get gamers into their ecosystem. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how much Sony's losing on their consoles.
Nothing, because as we know, they had enough inventory to run for like a year or 2 more. So, like, nothing. They're just...
maybe, yeah.
Taking us to the cleaners.
I'm curious. I do want to. I mean, I don't know. I don't think either of them really want to sell many more consoles because they're losing so. I mean, I know that sounds dumb, but like I think they just kind of want to wait this out, and they want to sell as little as possible so they don't lose their butts on them because that's what they're losing on them. So this paints an even darker picture for the next consoles, in my opinion, like Helix and PS6. It's like every month it seems that the RAM and everything else is going up. So what does that mean for these next generation consoles? I don't know, man. I know everyone's saying $1,000 consoles, but it's probably true. And it looks kind of dire. I don't know, man. I haven't had this bleak of a look on gaming in a long time.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm not spending $1,000 on a console. So if the PS6 comes out, it's $1,000, then I'm staying on PS5.
Yeah, that means same.
And I just expect them to continue to support my PS5 for the next 10 years.
And they are going to support it for a long time.
Yeah, of course they will. And I still have a hard disk or a physical disk drive in my console, so I'll just take all my old games and load them up in there too.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I haven't seen this less of excitement for a new console generation as I have for these next consoles, Helix and PS6. Usually by this time we're like frothing at the mouth for like the next new hardware. You know, 6-7 years in, we're usually like, oh, we need it, but no one's really excited.
It's because it's not exciting. It's more horrifying. It's that sense of what's that word for sense of impending doom?
Just that dread or whatever.
Yeah, so like everyone is like everyone senses it coming. Like they're saying no more physical games. You're not going to own your games. You're going to rent them from us, and we're gonna like the prices, guys. Everything's so expensive. It's like, yeah, great. You guys are like a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm sure you could take a slight loss in your consoles to get everyone into your ecosystem. Like I would even happily pay a little bit more for games to not have to pay $1,000 for my console.
Yeah, yeah, like $10 more for physical or something like that.
I'd say like $5 more, not even 10. Like $5 more for my game, and $10 more for physical, $5 more for my game, and keep console prices not at $1,000.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm with you. I think I would too. But I don't know. So yeah, $150. That's not surprising. But anyways, moving on to our last topic of discussion. So Kyle, I don't know if you knew this, but Comic-Con was happening at the San Diego Comic-Con.
I did.
It was going on recently. So yeah, a lot of cool things announced there. Movies, games, and specifically the new God of War Laufey. So there was quite a few announcements here. Not quite a few I'll say. So yeah, I'm trying to see where it's. They say we got plenty of insight into God of War Laufey itself, but also confirmation that the next Kratos-led God of War game is due out after, and will connect directly to Faye's story. We also got confirmation of God of War Laufey's release date, which, as expected, is next year. So it's coming out February 16th of next year, which is a little sooner than I thought. I did hear rumors that it was going to be coming out like the first half of next year, but I didn't think it was going to be February. So
it's pretty soon.
There's
another big game that's coming out in February. I can't remember what.
Yeah, Fable.
Ah, that's the one. Yes.
And that's what makes this interesting, Kyle, because I don't think it was intentional, but I don't know. It comes out a day before the early access period for Fable. A day before.
That puts me in a hard spot.
So, yeah, man.
Fable looks good.
I know it does.
Yeah. But here's the thing though. God of War, not much replayability there. Fable, probably a lot more content and replayability than God of War, so maybe it's an easy choice. Maybe it's God of War, play through the 30-hour that it's going to take to get through it, and then set it to the side and go into Fable to get lost and find myself a new wife and family and a home and
and life and
start my time as a criminal overlord.
Yeah.
Kicking chickens and crap.
Yeah,
I knew it. I was like, why does this sound like such a... I couldn't place it. I'm like, yep. It's Fable. Oh, man, it's on my wish list, too.
I know. It's, the timing is,
suspicious.
A little, eyebrow raising for sure. Like, I was like, the day before Fable, which it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, because Fable's also on PS5.
They're jabbing at them. They're like, yeah, we're one day earlier.
Right, but it would have been. It would have made more sense if it was like an exclusive to Xbox, but it's also on PS5, so they're gonna like also hurt their own console. Fable. I don't know. I maybe
Fable or
Fable. Like they're because I'm sure they're gonna want Fable to sell on PS5 so they can get that 30% or whatever from it.
But Fable announced it before God of War did.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like why? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's probably just I don't know. Maybe it isn't coincidence. So well, it's.
No,
But yeah,
dude, Santa Monica
timing is
Studios.
suspicious though.
So yeah, so I can actually confirm this from a friend of mine who used to work in the industry. So when they're determining when they're going to release their games, they actually have a chart. It's usually like it's an insider chart. Like they don't share it with anyone. It's got like their logos and stuff all over it. Like they can't share it externally. I happened to get my hands on one of them once, and it is the release dates for like every game that is potentially competitive with that game that they're putting out for like the next year or 2 years, and they can see the release dates, so they know like when is the release window that's the safest for us to put this out. So for Santa Monica Studio to put this out a day before Fable comes out, like early access, that is them intentionally doing that. Like there's no mistake. There is a reason why they're putting it out one day before Fable's early access.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I'm sure you're right.
I'm getting both, so it doesn't bother me. It's just irritating because one of those games is going to sit on my console, not played, while I'm playing the other one.
Right. Yeah, it's because they were at that San Diego Comic Con and they were kind of doing a play-by-play, and they said Cory Barlog kicked off the panel by announcing another God of War game starring Kratos that connects to God of War Laufey. It's due out after Laufey, so part of me wonders if they're doing all this. I mean, it's Comic-Con, so I think Laufey was already going to get a release date announcement, but I wonder if they're doing the Kratos game announcement because they got a little bit of backlash. A lot of it unwanted, or I should say unneeded, because it's Faye instead of Kratos. I don't know if it has anything to do with it being a woman-led God of War game, but I think that this was maybe them saying, "Hey, don't worry, guys, don't worry. Kratos is coming back. He's right after this." They want to, I guess, assure their fans that Kratos will be, the center of God of War, and he will be in the next one as the protagonist. So I think they were trying to quell some fears there.
Yes. So you know how Spider-Man did the Miles Morales release, right?
Yeah.
So you had Spider-Man 1, and then you had Miles Morales, which felt kind of like almost felt like a spin-off. Like it didn't feel like it played and looked like Spider-Man, but it didn't feel like the first game. And then they combined the two of them in the following game. So I bet you they're doing the same thing here. Like it's a full-fledged game in its own right, but they needed to put this out there because Faye does play a big part in this version of God of War, and they need to have some more. Like, Faye's the whole reason why Kratos and Boy went on their journey to begin with,
right?
For the first game, so it does make sense to me. I'd
No,
like to have
too.
another Kratos game, but man, some more lore in that world, absolutely.
I know exactly. That's why I'm like, why is everyone complaining about? You're still getting a God of War game. You're gonna see Kratos. You're not playing as Kratos. I get that, but you're gonna get to see. Yeah, it's like you said. It's the lore. It's you get to explore this world. That these people inhabit. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what gods she faces off against. Because I know she's gonna fight some gods that Kratos has slain. I know she is, and it's just gonna be
in the afterlife.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think the game looks awesome. Just utterly awesome. I am so excited.
The sword with the ribbons coming off the end of it, and the way that they interact.
The aerial combat, dude. The aerial juggles that you can do, and it looks sick.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
The only complaint I have, and we talked about this before, was when she's like, if you touch me again, I'll kill you or something, and the guy slaps her, and she doesn't just rip him apart immediately. It takes a hot minute before she even fights, and then it's a hard fight for her. And I'm like, I really don't want her to make a threat that she can't back
right
easily. I just wanted her to rip him in half and then struggle with somebody more powerful. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah. Right.
And I didn't get that, and it felt like that stuck with me, and it still sticks with me. I'm like, can she like just not deliver on her
Yeah.
threats? Like, is she more talk
Yeah.
than anything else? I mean, obviously she's got the combat skills, but guys, just she's got the ability to just part this guy in two like the Red Sea.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying
No,
out loud. That was the
she's
only
pretty
thing
BA,
that
man.
I complained about the entire game. Yeah. The rest of it was
That's fair.
incredible. Yeah.
Was peak, as they say, as the kids say these days.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, I don't know.
All I know is the
That's
cap, no cap stuff.
yeah, cap, no cap.
Not that cap.
Yeah,
The other,
No,
the
I
other
know.
kind.
the actual. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know. That's it, Kyle. That's all we got, man. This week.
It is. That's all she wrote.
So I'm gonna go back to playing some more Gurumin after this.
I'm gonna go back to playing. Actually, not Halo. I'm probably gonna drop into Forza 5.
Oh, I thought I saw you playing
It's-
that. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on. It went on sale for like a really good, the deluxe version, not the premium $100 one, but the deluxe one went on sale for a really good price. It was like very cheap, and so I bought it. And then the expansion pass for it, which gets you up to the premium, was on sale for half off. So I bought the game first, played it. It was like, I really like this. I want the expansion pass, so I got the expansion for it too. And
Okay.
it's totally worth it. It comes with the Hot Wheels, dude. The rally driving and the Hot Wheels expansions are just fan-freaking-tastic.
I heard they were good. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So I took a break from it to play the absolute crap out of Halo for like 3 straight days. And then now I'm back on Forza because it's so much fun.
Yeah, Forza's good, man. I've been playing. I shouldn't say I've been playing it. I was playing 6 for a while there. I
What?
got a little burnt out of it because I was playing like every day. I want to hop back on though because I haven't finished it.
How are you playing 6?
On the Xbox Ally, I have Game Pass. You get like 3 months of Game Pass, for included. So yeah, I've been rocking 6.
I hate you. The reason why I hadn't bought 5 is because I've been waiting for. It says coming soon on the PlayStation Store, so I've
I
been
know.
waiting for 6 to get. And I was like, the second I buy 5, they're gonna announce 6 coming out the next day, right? And so I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, no, I'm buying it. So I bought it, but I want to play 6.
It's good, man. Honestly, Kyle, 6 is 5 just in Japan. If I'm being
Yeah, I
totally
know.
honest with you.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah,
Just-
what's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem, dude? That's what's so cool about it, man. I just want
It
to
is-
drive
it
around
is
the cherry
cool.
blossoms and drift through the snow and.
I know it's neat. No, it's really it's a beautiful game for sure. It's nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah, 5 is good. If it's still on sale, which it might be until the 30th, I think. So like tonight at like 1 a.m. or something, it
Oh,
comes
okay.
off of sale, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Totally worth getting if you're even remotely close to liking racing games. It's less of a racing sim and more like arcadey, and I like it. It's tons of fun. Yeah, the rally racing. I bought that part, and then I drove the main game for a while, and I dipped into rally, and I haven't left rally ever since because it's been that much fun.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right. Well, guys, that will do it for today's episode. If you're new or checking us out for the very first time, consider throwing us a like, maybe even subscribing. It would help us and the channel out a lot, guys. So until next time, stay leveled, stay looting, and we will catch you at the next save point. Peace.